Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, October the 21st, 2022. Friday, October the 21st, 2022. Well, today's General Hospital was a bit ridiculously comical to me. I mean, Victor's bad acting was truly bad acting. Anna's ridiculous acting was truly ridiculous acting. Martin, okay, I could see Martin's point of view because Anna was trying to blackmail Martin, and then she started pretty much blackmailing Lucy, strong arming her, using Martin as leverage. So okay, Anna kind of gets what she deserves where Martin is concerned, accusing her. Martin does not necessarily know Anna has a twin sister, you know? Okay. So here's the thing. On camera, there was this, okay, Anna, it shows someone that looks just like Anna shooting Lucy. Now, mind you, like Jordan says, Anna says, there was Victor, no, I think Anna said it. Victor conveniently had some kind of drone over the, patrolling the piers or flying, capturing this whole thing. That's what was interesting. The drone only zeroed in on Pier 55. See, the drone is not showing any of the other piers. What other footage is on this drone? That's what I would like to know, because it would have clearly shown Anna on Pier 47. Where was this drone when Oz Haggerty got hooked? Where was the drone? But we have a drone showing this to Victor. And it's so Victor, but you can't prove it was Victor. And Victor is acting so just, where's my Lucy? I want to know where Lucy is. Why aren't you finding what leads do you have on Lucy? Why is Anna in here talking to me like this? And then Anna follows Jordan in the interrogation room. And Jordan, see, this is why I blame bumbling chief of police Jordan. She should have never let Anna go into the room where Victor was. Anna does not work for the PCPD. Anna doesn't even work for the WSB anymore. Anna is just a rogue ex horrible spy. Horrible now. Okay. So Anna goes in, rushes right around Jordan, accusing, talking. She even, and then Victor's goading her, right? What could she be talking about? What? No. What? She ends up lunging for Victor. George's like, Anna. Victor ends up running around the table from Anna. Oh, save me. Save me from this crazy woman. And I'm like, this is stupid. Anna's ridiculous. Anna was chief of police. Before Jordan, Anna passed the chief of police over to Jordan. Okay, Anna knows better. But Anna can never do anything she says she's going to do right. She just can't. So Jordan gets her out of there after chasing Victor around, and they go out. And Martin, of course, he's just, you did it. You're going to be arrested for a murder, the murder of Lucy, and this, that, and the other. So Martin leaves, and he ends up getting the assistant, the ADA, right? Now, see, the DA, where's the DA? The DA is off with Holly. The DA has his phone on silent because Anna's been calling him, and no, goodness. And the world is stopping because Holly is back. Because Anna, when she was on Pier 47, she was talking to Robert. saying, look, I'm trying to find Lucy. I'm on Pier 47. You know, there must be some kind of mix up. I'm going to have to call. I called the assistant. They said Pier 47. And so she's like, I'm just going to have to call you back. Soon as she hangs up with Robert, that's when she hears the gunshots. And now she's trying to figure out where they come from. Okay. So, you know, the shooter wasn't Holly because Holly is wearing clothes more like what Lucy was wearing. The shooter is in some kind of plaid thing that at the end, you know, Jordan ends up letting Anna go, not arresting her, because she goes, no. We're going to get the authenticity. We're going to have our tech people check out the authenticity of this drone tape. And we don't even know where this drone, who owns the drone? Come on now. Right? That anyway, okay. So Anna leaves, and Anna now is going to say, okay, she's out in the parking lot, and she says, then somebody has planted evidence now on me. So she goes and she's searching through, I'm guessing that is her car, you know, and she's got gloves on, and she doesn't see anything really in the trunk, but then she thinks, no, look up under where, you know, the spare tire is. And what does she see? But the clothes that were on the camera showing she shot Lucy, you know, those clothes are there. The gun is there, and you know, framing her is right there in her car. And it made me wonder, okay, now what else is in her house? Because there's going to be more incriminating evidence upstairs. Probably, you know, some plot, some journal, something, you know, showing she was fed up with Lucy. And so needless to say, she's like, okay, this is getting good. Victor's really framing me well, right? She knows that. She's being set up big time. So, of course, Valentine is going to be unreachable. And Victor is not even going to allow him back in the country until he gets what he wants done. Because Valentine would be the one, no, he would be vouching for Anna. No, for one, it can't be her. She and I have been working together. As a matter of fact, Lucy's been working with us. See, nobody else knows that but Anna. You know, the only thing Martin knows is what Lucy said. Anna made me do it, when Martin doesn't know. No, Anna's been trying to get you to stop from when you were on the Haunted Star with Victor. They came to rescue you and you wasn't going nowhere, you know. So needless to say, it's not going to look good for Anna for a while. And you know what? Anna deserves to squirm a bit. I honestly believe she does. She deserves, let's see if the super spy, the super duper, I could keep you safe spy, could keep herself safe and get herself out of this jam. Let's see how good Anna Devane is. Now, I'm going to be completely bored with Holly because, of course, she doesn't remember, but none of the mind control folks do, you know. And she's only going to say what she's been programmed to say, period. And she's going to carry out whatever mission she has. And she has a mission. Okay. Already, Robert has given her his phone to go to call Ethan. How much you want to bet all the messages that Anna has left Robert on his phone are going to be erased? Just erased. Didn't even happen on there. Okay. So Holly is going to do some damage where Anna is concerned, and possibly Robert too, but Robert's is this emotional thing because she's insisting, you know, she's going to go to the Metro Court. You know, Dr. Gatlin Holt checked her out. He even did an MRI and nothing looks out of the ordinary. So she's like, no, I'm not staying here. He's going to give me the all clear with the exception of my memory loss. I'm going to the Metro Court where I can have a good English breakfast and some English tea with a spot of, I think she said whiskey in it or something. You know, so that's going to be Holly. And Olivia was so cute. She wanted to go to the hospital. She's like, I wonder how's it going at the hospital? And her and Ned are in the boathouse, and Ned's like, Liv, just go to the hospital. Really? You won't mind? He goes, I know you're curious. You're dying to know what's happening. Yes, I am. Oh, she kisses him and she heads on over there and she brings Holly a change of clothes. Must be some of her clothes because, she didn't stop off and go shopping. There were no suitcases in the Quartermain house that said Holly Sutton if she ever returned. So Olivia must have just given her some of her clothes. Not that they're the same size. Well, who cares, right? So anyway, I'll go down a path and how does she know what size she is? But anyway, but better be some fresh underwear. Fresh out the package. So she introduces herself to Holly and says, I brought you a change of clothes. And Holly's like, well, thank you very much. It's so very kind of you. And Olivia's like, oh my goodness, you don't know what Robert and your son Ethan went through when they were looking. I was with them when we were looking for you in Monaco. And man, they did everything. And she's like, really, Robert? You did that for me? And I'm like, oh, shut up, Holly. Shut up, brainwashed Holly. Sasha's at the hospital worried. She's talking to Maxie, because look, she is now, she's like, I can't lose Lucy too, even though, Lucy fired her pretty much, but she understood why. That doesn't mean she was Lucy dead, right? And Maxie's like, no, Lucy is resilient. She's gonna be fine. And truth be told, now that we know that whole video is fake, that doesn't even mean that Lucy was even shot. It really doesn't. Lucy could have definitely been shot with blanks. Definitely. Lucy fell in the water, but Victor had somebody there to take Lucy out of that water. And the very boat that Holly was thrown off of or let off of and swim your behind the shore. Well, she wasn't that far from shore that she had to swim, but swim yourself to shore is probably the very boat that Lucy is now on. And Lucy is, Victor's good for kidnapping and taking people. They need to storm Cassadine Island again. Okay, that's what needs to happen, because my guess is Lucy's on Cassadine Island. And is anybody going to think about that? We shall see, right? Because they couldn't find Holly on Cassadine Island, so there's obviously other places on that island where he's keeping people. So I really, it's like, have no fear. I really believe Lucy is absolutely not dead. When the whole Victor saga is going to come to an end, Lucy will probably be either escape or return, or something's going to happen with that. It was just interesting, and I don't know how interesting or not interesting the whole Mason storyline with Austin. Come on now. If it was really a true mob boss, Austin would either be dead for not following orders, or they would have definitely killed those that Austin is so interested in now, to make him come back home, to let him know you are going to do what I want you to do. That story is dragging too long without them really unveiling what's happening with it. So much so that we're losing interest in it. Mason comes up to Maxie saying, can I ask you a favor? Can you get Austin to come home for Thanksgiving? And Austin walks up, what's going on here? And Maxie goes, oh, Mason is trying to get me, wants me to talk you into going home to be with your family for Christmas. I don't want to keep you from your family, Austin. And he's like, you're not. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, what family? You know, who's going to be at what family's going to be at Thanksgiving? You know, and why is it not that why is it so important Austin be there, but for Austin never to mention, man, the holidays are coming up and I'm looking forward to spending them with my aunt, my mother, my grandmother, my whoever. He's not mentioning none of that, you know, and he would be saying, Maxie, I'm looking so forward if you, you know, would want to come for you to meet my family. And my whole thing is, look, this is new, Austin, for a holiday like Thanksgiving, and I have children. I want to invite you to my parents' house because, see, they at least know you. You know them. The kids will be with their grandparents versus me uprooting my whole family going somewhere where we all know no one. Oh, come on now. No, maybe a couple years from now we'll do that, but not right now. Not because your creepy alleged cousin wants us to do that. No, you know. So Maxie's like, yeah, huh. She's thinking, and Sasha's like, what's up with that guy? And Maxie's like, I don't know. You just get the feel that no, there's something way under the surface that none of us knows with this guy, right? So we shall see. Maxie's spider senses that she doesn't seem to have should be kicking in, but guess what? They're not, because they're not gonna. Maxie makes horrible choices in men, but that's Maxie Jones. I'm not even going to talk about the Brooklyn, the replacement Brooklyn, not the original Brooklyn. Goodness, that original Brooklyn was only out for what, one show? Our new Brooklyn, who's now our regular Brooklyn, is back. And Chase is getting a lot of social media flair, and Brooklyn is all excited. See, why has Dante not told Chase what's going on? That's what's interesting to me. Now they really need him. We got a shooting. Lucy Coe is missing. We still got this hook killer out there. And Chase is still just not happy. He's not really happy with that. And like Ned even said, he says Brooklyn is in her element. You know, Brooklyn is a natural at this, but what about you, Chase? How do you feel about it? You know? And Chase is about to answer, you know what I did? Fast forward. I didn't watch none of that. Oh my goodness, camera, get in here. Come on, got my lipstick all over the place. I didn't watch. I just couldn't. That's too boring for me. So anyway, y'all can tell me in the comments what happened, because I already know. Chase said I really wish I was back being a detective, but you know, if this is making Brooklyn happy for now, fine. Okay. So that was it. You know, just a lot of Robert looking at Holly, Holly just not knowing nothing, can't say nothing. Anna just being, you know what I almost wanted to say? That whole scene with Anna and Victor. Could you imagine Laurel and Hardy if they were cops, right? And Laurel and Hardy was trying to interrogate somebody, you know, eating maybe Wimpy eating a hamburger, Wimpy saying, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. And we get Laurel and Hardy wanting to chase them all over a table because they want a bite of the hamburger. I mean, it was just ridiculous. It was, okay, let's go to Comic Corner. I'm done talking about how ridiculous the show was yesterday. It just wasn't good to me. Wasn't good at all. Let's go to Comic Corner. We says Richard said another great daily recap. So he's talking about, you know, the daily recap for Thursday. Daily recap lady, I'm with you. I miss Stone Cold, Sonny's enforcer and friend. I miss him too. Deborah said Michael needs to pay attention to his wife and stop fighting over ELQ, and also get off his high horse about Sonny. Carly doesn't care about Sonny and Nina. I think oh, you know what? I forgot to talk about that. I'm going to talk about it after this because I really didn't care about that either. But I think she's trying to start new. She knows he'll get sick of her, meaning Sonny will get sick of Nina. Just gonna take him some time. Brenda's coming back. That just might do it. Oh, Brenda. Sonny wouldn't. Is that why they got him looking so good? Nice fresh haircut, clean show. He's looking good for Brenda coming back. I'm actually like that because Brenda was the only woman that gave Carly true competition where Sonny was concerned. That Brenda Barrett, she could come in and drive a wedge, man. So anyway, what I didn't talk about, yes, she did end up having what was left of her mother's remains, because those remains had been in that box for probably 10 years, buried, cremated, and she let them loose at sea. But what was uncomfortable to me is when you let ashes go at sea, you're really kind of supposed to get a boat and take them further out so that we don't have human remains on the sand and the shoreline. I'm like, okay, she just gonna let them go there? That's not how to do it, Carly. Drew, you should know better. And let me tell you something, that wind was so fierce because they were really on location. She couldn't even keep her hair out of her face. I'm like, oh my God, you open up those ashes, you're gonna be wearing your mama. Oh my God, whoa. So, they didn't show them letting any ashes out because that was completely. And look, in some states, you have to use the licensed company to dispose of remains, remains in the water. But you know what? We won't get that technical. I just thought, where's she going to do it? Because where she and Drew there was no place that you could really pour them that they were going to go out. So I guess they left that to our imagination. Deborah says, hope Lucy is okay and finds Anna for help. Anna needs help, right? Now we know Anna's the one that needs the help, but I'm afraid that Victor may have her. He does. That drone that shot the footage was done by Victor. Yep, he's trying to get rid of Anna. He wants to be the next Elena. Yeah, he's got some stupid dastardly Cassadine plan. And Cindy says, I think we're too quick to assume Lucy died. They haven't been searching for her body long. They're not gonna find her body, but I don't think Lucy's dead. Victor has her. Hello there says, I think she was brought to a ship and is tied up. Me too. Victor has her overseas somewhere and is probably being brought in exchange for Holly. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Dominic says you're right. There was camera trickery. Victor is likely behind the footage. Holly likely did not shoot Lucy. Just like she said, the shooter was in a plaid jacket in the footage. The shooter seemed to be wearing all black, like Holly was wearing when she arrived at the Quartermain house. Yeah, but the shooter was Holly wasn't wearing a plaid jacket. The shooter was, though. And that's what Anna ended up finding, all the shooter's attire in her trunk. Also, although Lucy said, what are you doing here? Before the shooter raised her gun, she didn't seem shocked. I know, I think it's Anna's sister. I really do. I think it's Alex. And when she saw Anna, she's probably thinking, what are you doing here? I got this covered, Anna. I think she would have been a little more surprised if it was Holly. She really would have. I think it was a deputy mayor, assistant, could be her too. Victor doctored the drone footage. So yeah, we don't really know who that shooter was. One thing Victor said, come to think of it, every time when Lucy and I would talk, Anna Devane's name came up, Lucy would get like agitated, like she was afraid. And Jordan says, would you like to make an official statement regarding that? And you know what Victor said? Of course I would. When has Victor Cassadine ever made an official statement on anything? So let's see. LaShanta says, why did Martin say he wanted Anna locked up for Lucy? Unless the drone showed Alex. Yeah, I think the drone showed Alex. It's not making sense to me. Victor got his finger all over this. I'm trying to see what Johan put in Anna's house. Where they haven't shown us that yet. I know Anna should have cameras in her house. You would think, but guess what? She's not that good a super spy, right? Anna makes me sick. Why didn't TJ tell Sonny about Nina? Because you know what? TJ is not giving Nina the satisfaction of even, like, you're not even important to me. And then she says, Nicholas is so dumb. He and Ava could work together about Esme. But as usual, he's going to try to handle this all on his own. Carly needs to come back now. I think they are going to bring her back now as Carly Spencer. Because she and Drew were all talking new beginnings, isn't it nice? Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. It make it make sense. It would be something if Luke saved Lucy, because then Luke killed Frank Smith. Wait. And was shot out, and Sonny and Brenda got away and was shot out. Oh, okay, well, I don't think Luke is going to come back just yet. Well, no, Luke's not coming back at all. Anthony Geary is truly done. I mean, he's done with soaps. I mean, he's fully retired and happy. We'll get Jason back before we'll get Anthony Geary back. Let's see. Patricia says, I think Victor's man planted false evidence in Anna's house in order to frame her. And he thinks Victor's behind the flying drone. Victor definitely is. And she thinks Victor has Lucy captive as well. Eduardo says, hope Rory survives the hooker, as he's probably the next victim to clear the way to be the new clear way for the new to be uncle slash brother uncle slash brother Spencer, yeah, Esme's baby, right? To get his real girl back. So you're saying so Spencer could have Trina back. Rory is probably gonna fade into oblivion with no rhythm or rhyme. He's leaving the show, and honestly, yeah, he's a boring character. We don't need Rory was needed when Rory was needed, when Trina was going through all of that, but Rory is no longer needed. Spencer is the one who is going to be with Trina, but not right away. And they're going to be not together. You know, I mean, it's going to be, Spencer's going to come back changed. And Trina, you want to know what I honestly think they're going to do with Trina? I think she may start having symptoms of schizophrenia. That is going to be a storyline for Trina. I mean, I really believe so, that it's going to start to exhibit, and it just may be Spencer's character that is going to help her through this, and not through it, but understand her and work with her or accept her as she is, because, you know, that's going to take for some, you know, time, this depending on how they write it, some denial. They're going to have to get her on medication to get her levels leveled out, you know. So we shall see, because realistically, they don't have a story for Trina, and they may give her one, because that story is an underlying story. You know, Curtis saying, you know, goodness, if me and Portia have children, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? You have one. And she is of age, early 20s, that the symptoms should start to happen. So we'll see what they do with that. A homie actress actress is not a killer, so it's not Holly. No, it's not Holly. Now Esme has more than capabilities, as so does Nell. Well, yeah, Esme's not going to stay where she's at. Lucy Cole, she's wearing a super bulletproof cuffs. I mean, cups, right? We'll see. I think that whole thing was just fabricated with Lucy. Anna Rihanna says, looking forward to seeing Holly in her new role out. I think it just may be boring. I think the writers are having Michael ignore Willow on purpose. So if she dies, it'll be a wake-up call. I don't see Willow dying. I see Willow coming close to death because we have to deal with now Nina finding out Willow's her mother, and that is going to be more contention for Michael and Willow, is Nina's existence in their lives, period. And then Adriana says, yes, it is the Sonny that stole our hearts. Yeah, the way he was looking. The doings in Soapland is amazing. Babies, and then Back from the Dead, and then we got Mind Control, where General Hospital will go real crazy with it because, you know, they're going to start with Cassadines. They start talking about world, you know, nuking the world. They start going crazy in Cassadines, severing, you know, putting heads in cryogenics and all kind of stuff. Thank you, TJ. Let Nina know to mind her own business. Let's see. Sonny may ask TJ what's going on, and if Sonny doesn't like the way what's happening with TJ and Willow. Well, no, Nina's not gonna tell him that, because Sonny's not even gonna get involved with that. Michael says, I don't feel too bad with the plot twist. The writers are throwing things up against the wall and they're trying to see if they're going to stick. I know, doesn't it seem that way? It's like, wait, what's happening? We have things that are going on that just, who cares? Instead of just truly investing in a real good storyline on a few key people, we got just too much going on. Hello there says, they have no idea what they're doing with Drew and Carly, so boring. On the beach today, yeah, it was a waste of time. And Susan says, I really could not see who was in the drone video. Yeah, they on today's episode, they zeroed right in. Jason and Luke are coming back from the dead, but not dead, really. That'll be a miracle if they could get Anthony Geary. I could see Anthony Geary. They could say they found Luke and he wasn't dead. Remember, they thought Luke was killed, but now, oh, then you know what? To bring that storyline out that Luke is not dead, they may pay him big money because that is unresolved. Let's be real. Luke was not killed into that little, what was that, accident from whatever you call that thing, they kind of tram thing. Yeah, you might be right, depending. Maybe for General Hospital 60th year, maybe they'll do that, because we know Luke Spencer is not dead. That's just not how it works. Let's see. You know what? We have a ton of comments, everybody. Let's I think because a lot of them are saying the same thing. Sandy says at the bottom, looks like Alex is back. Maybe Alex shot Lucy. That is the consensus. Yeah, so that's about it, because yeah, we kind of piggybacking on the exact same thing. Great comments though. I love it, because it's what I love is with Comment Corner, people are talking to each other in their comments. Someone will make a comment and then the other person will give their thoughts on it as well. You know, I love that, because it's like we're talking to one another. So that's really, really good. And then I do have to say this one. Hello there says, how is Esme taking care of the baby? Maybe Victor knows she's alive and is having Obrecht secretly watch over her. And Esme was supposed to be missing. Isn't Obrecht an OBGYN? Britt is an OBGYN. Obrecht is just a good doctor. I really don't know that was her specialty. I really don't. I just know it is Brit's specialty. And hello there said maybe Esme's gonna have twins. Now that would be interesting, twin babies, because guess what? Her daddy's a twin, right? We shall see. That would be some deadly twins. As they grew up, I'd be scared of them. Well, that's it for Comic Corner. I can't, well, I don't know. Monday might be just as boring on General Hospital, but let's hope they spice it up. Let's hope it gets better. They have not even shown Trina and Rory away at the comic convention. Let's see, are they going to even dabble in that? What's going to be the deal with those two, and how are they going to write him out? So anyway, I will be back on Monday for the next General Hospital daily recap.